Previously on 1D10, the show!
Our adventurers come into a large clearing at the edge of a forest, and at the center of the clearing is a giant stone building. The crowd goes wild as a tiny man wearing all green, including a dark green top hat and a corncob pipe, flips onto the stage. The crowd starts shouting, "Lucky! Lucky! Lucky! Lucky!" The man takes off his top hat and bows deeply to thunderous applause. You are in a very, very large nest.
Oh, so I'm bird food.
And you're about 50 feet off of the ground.
Where are my manners?
He puts out a wing to you as if to shake your hand, which kind of is awkward because, I mean, it's a wing, it's not a hand. But
Right. Okay.
So he reaches out his wing and goes, "You may call me Caw."
Here at the arena, it may seem like everything's off the cuff, but these characters, they need a story, they need grounding, and this is where Beth comes in. You hear this voice that pops up
Okay.
and says,
Woo!
You're not gonna kill her again! And out flips Lucky Llewellyn. He's gonna get right up next to Jed, and he's going to whisper to make sure that no one can hear, "I need to talk to you guys very seriously about something."
What do you need?
It's something with the town. The town, you know, where all of our patrons come from. There's a reason why we can't talk to them. The guy that I'm supposed to be talking to on Thursday, he comes from this town. There's something really weird going on here. There's reasons why we can't go there. But I'm getting really nervous. I feel like I'm being followed. I feel like something's out to get me.
I am jealous that I've been left out of this little stealthy conversation. So I'm going to throw a hand axe up at Lucky Llewellyn.
The axe sticks right into his back.
Yeah.
You hear him go, "Ah!" And then, for dramatic effect, he falls out of the rafters and down to that exact spot where he was standing before.
How many falls into Magna's arms?
I would say that you were able to catch him, but you weren't able to hold him, so so it's kind of like he just went straight through your arms,
So
basically.
I mean, it looked like he just slowly kind of lowered down and then.
He's not getting up. Lucky Llewellyn somehow died in a place where no one can die.
But they said no one could die! I feel so lied to and betrayed. Let's see what happens this week on 1D10, the show!
Alright. So,
Previously on 1D10, the show!
we had some stuff happen last episode, guys.
What?
Some stuff happened because,
I tried to do stuff.
Lucky Llewellyn died, and that wasn't supposed to be able to happen.
Guess he wasn't lucky!
Oh!
He died, guys.
Mom, the man just died.
That's what I call breakneck speed.
I know because I killed him.
That's right, you sure did.
Well, you pretty much did, but then again, Magna didn't exactly help by dropping him after catching him.
Me?
I just
yeah.
listened to that. He
I guess
fell
that was it.
straight through her arms. But we're not rehashing what we've just listened to, so...
Yeah, so, you know, we are going to move
No,
forward.
it's because she has rheumatoid arthritis. Otherwise, she'd be able to catch him.
But what just happened, what we just went over, that is actually very important to this situation. Because for the last few hours, Akula and Magna have kind of had the pressure brought onto them. They've been in, a dark room, light shining on their eyes. It's your stereotypical, cop show sort of interrogation room. You have the bottled water, but we'll say that it's bottled mead because fantasy. And a table and the light shining on their eyes. And it's been kind of an awkward interrogation because Mr. Wren has mostly just been kind of staring at them, occasionally asking them some sort of deep personal question that makes them feel uncomfortable. And after it's been a couple of hours at this point, Mr. Wren just looks deep into each of Akula and Magna's eyes, and then he reaches out his hands and he says, "I'm going to try something a little unorthodox here. Please grab my hands."
I don't know where your
hard
hands
pass.
have been.
Come on, guys. Trust me on this one. This is the easiest way for me to figure out if you guys actually did mean to kill this man. That's what we need to get to the bottom of. I have these special abilities, but it's not
Most
like
people
the
call
Order
them
ever believes me.
I do not want to catch cooties from you. I've seen whole village decimated by cooties.
Come on, we can just sit here for another couple of hours awkwardly staring at each other if you guys really, really want that, but...
Well, sounds
You
fine
had-
to me.
You had to make it weird when you play footsie with me.
Oh, that was me, dear.
Oh,
Sorry about that. Just stretching.
okay. I mean, still awkward, but now there's explanation. Fine, I take your hand, if only to move story forward.
Thank you. And you...
Wait,
Gonna make us do it anyway, so.
wait. I hand him a moist towelette. Your hands are a little clammy. Can we, please,
He wipes his hands thoroughly.
much
and
better.
And then tosses the moist towelette in the garbage can. Okay, better?
I suppose. I mean, not great, but better, yes.
All right. He holds out his hand to you, and obviously, you take it. Magna, do you take his hand?
Fine, it'll be like a seance.
All right, and then his eyes go all white, and his hands
Oh,
actually start...
Exactly like a seance.
You weren't kidding.
And his hands start glowing this white color as well. And you see it's kind of like his eyes is that rapid eye movement that you have when you're sleeping. It's like you see that happening even though his eyes are just plain white. You can still see it.
Magna, I told you it was cooties. It's cooties.
Cuties from beyond the grave, dear.
And then he throws your hands away from him and goes, "All right. All right. As far as I'm concerned, you guys are in the clear.
That's what we told
However-
you 4 hours ago.
However, the Order isn't quite as understanding. We need a little bit more to go off of before we can bring this to them, which means we need to know how this actually happened.
You tell me, man. I threw axe at person in Unkillable Arena and he died. I mean, I'm pretty good with axe, but not better than Magic Arena.
Look, I am great at looking formidable. I mean, look at me. I mean, he just, flexes and is very, very impressive. But I'm not exactly a detective type. That's not me. But I do have an assistant who would be willing to help. And he goes and he knocks on the two-way mirror, the one-way mirror. And then this man walks into the room.
Hey, you said that was just one-way mirror this whole time. There really was someone behind there? You liar.
Get over it. And then this man walks in. He's dressed in the same sort of uniform. He has a strange weapon that Mr. Wren always carries around. He has one of those on his back, but you can tell this guy's kind of scrawny. He's like mid-20s. You can tell that
that he's actually elven, but he's wearing a hat so that you can't see the ears. But it's pretty obvious that he's an elf. And he goes, "Hey, the name's Matty McGill." And then he sticks out his hand to shake your hand.
I hand him a moist towelette.
Okay. I deduce that you want me to use this on my hands so that they're clean, so that you don't get. Let me guess what you call it. Cooties.
Oh, congratulations, detective. You listened to an entire conversation, and you were able to make that deduction. I bet you can also find your hindquarters with 2 hands and a map, right?
Well, I do love puzzles, so, yeah.
Well, puzzle me this. Why are we still in this room? I didn't mean to kill Guy, but Guy died.
Yeah, but that's not what the Order cares about, and they're not going to let you out of this room until we have a little bit more to go off of that, other than, hey, I didn't mean to do it.
It's their fault. They told me this is unkillable arena.
All right. Well, there are just 3 things that we have to establish. These are what all of my books have told me that we need, and that we need to find someone who has motive. So they want to do it, means do it. They have a way to do it, and the opportunity. So the timing is right for them. And I'm going to need your guys' help because, well, I'm really not that good at this whole detective thing yet, but I'm working on it, but I need some assistance.
Only got my associates.
I lean over to Magna. Did you happen to notice if any of the other fighters were named like Plum or Mustard or Scarlet or anything like that?
There was a Mr. Crap, I can't remember. A Lizard Crimson.
There's only a handful of people who had the Prismacolor colored pencils, or have watched Bob Ross, and so we'll high five later. But I'm serious. We need to pin this on somebody, not us.
True. We need to figure out a way. Are there any butlers around here?
Yes. Good question.
No butlers, but let me show you something. And he
There
takes
is a
out.
janitor.
No, that's me.
He takes out a note from his pocket and hands it to you guys. It should now be in your journals. All right, so while we were talking to you, I went ahead and I put together this list of possible suspects. And, let's... And I think that if we can get, maybe interview a few of them and see. I mean, you guys are actually still scheduled to fight tonight, so we're going to need that show to go on. But in the meantime, let's see if we can talk to 2 or 3 people. Why don't we?
Okay.
All right. So tell me. I mean, you guys seem to have level heads about you. This lady, because wisdom with age and. I happen to trust that.
And even more beauty, dear.
Yeah. And, you seem to be, well, a little bit too dim-witted to have any sort of ill intentions. But
Hey, man, I kill you
instincts.
with axe, too, if you don't shut your hole.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Apparently, hey, I know. Here's an idea. Maybe it's my axe. Maybe my axe is the secret weapon that can kill anyone in an unkillable arena.
Yes,
I
maybe
just-
you should practice on him to see if it's true.
Did you notice
bring,
the axe?
Bring your neck over here.
We noticed the axe. We've been trying to, look into it. We have it over there in the back room, and we didn't
in
see
the back
anything.
of the leprechaun, where I threw it.
We magicked the crap out of that thing, and it came back blank. So
Dang it!
I don't
That
think
means that the enchanter ripped me off. He told me he was going to make it a magic axe when he sold it to me. Wait, no, that's not true. Hold on, we have to retcon that, because those are his Uncle Vanya's axes that he gave to him.
Ah, okay,
Chekhov's hand axes.
right.
That is a literary joke that is funny as hell, and nobody's going to laugh.
I
Let's
got
move
it.
on.
I got it.
I got it too. Yeah, Bob Floodstone, I get it.
Okay.
And so the list of possible suspects that you have on here, you have the Necrodancer, Jessica Sledstone, Old Jim, the Roach, Kaka, Carl Leadhand, Norifson,
What?
Patricia, Hans, and
Patricia.
Beth.
But no
Not
Rusty Ted.
Patricia.
Nope, you've been cleared.
Well, I'm not even there, so
Yeah.
that didn't say anything.
Yeah.
That was out of character.
Yeah. And so you can choose who would you like to interview first? Who would you like to interrogate?
Look, I think Carl and Kaka are okay. They've been together. Do I know that Kaka and Carl have been together?
You don't know
Yeah.
that we're... Oh, no. I haven't
Well-
talked to them.
I thought that one of the order mentioned that last
Yeah,
time.
they did.
Oh,
they did.
that's right, they did.
Let us skip them for now. Who did? I have an idea. Who did Lucky Llewellyn fight before us? Last time in the arena, who did he fight?
The last time in the arena, he actually fought he fought a few. He fought Norfster, the Necrodancer. I mean, there was a little bit of a on stage betrayal there between the Necrodancer and Lucky Llewellyn, but yeah, it was mainly those two. He did fight Jessica a bit, but you know.
And what about wait? Is Lucky Llewellyn married to Beth? Or are they dating? I forget who Beth is with.
Yeah, Beth is dating him. Yes.
What was
They were
but
pretty-
he did.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Maybe we start with a grieving widow. I am tactful in these situations. It'll be great. I will talk to her and find out who had problem with him.
I thought you were going to say, I'll talk the pants off.
That comes later. You have to wait until the body's in the ground, man. Come on.
Ooh.
Okay, and then he goes and Maddie knocks on the window to go and fetch Beth. But in the meantime, let's find out what is going on with Rusty Jed.
Yo.
So, Jed, can you tell me a little bit about your actions and what you thought and did directly following the murder?
Well, so after I was like, Hans, what the heck is this? And he was like, I don't know. What happened in the arena after that? Did we just like?
Basically, the order sent for Mr. Wren, who came and got Kula and Magna after talking to a couple of people to say, okay, well, how was it that he died? And then took them off, and
Okay.
they took away the body with the axe in it to investigate it further.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, after that happens, I'm going to go. I guess I will have done this. I'm going to go back to the quarters and pack up, get ready to leave, because as soon as this investigation's over, I'm no longer going to fight in this arena.
Okay.
So, and the only reason I'm sticking around is because there's an investigation.
Right.
So, I guess I'll be waiting in the quarters after that for word of what's going on.
Okay, you hear this knock at the door, and one of the members of the Order actually walks in on you. And it's the tall and broad one.
Okay.
And he walks in and goes, "Hey, you aren't leaving, right?"
Not now. I mean, there's an investigation going on. But once this all blows over, I'd like to be let out of my contract, if you would. 'Cause there was nothing in the contract about actual, like risk to life.
I did want to assure. I'm going around to each of the fighters now, and I'm assuring them that, we've tested things pretty thoroughly, and it seems that there's about a 5-foot square, and you can still be injured there, but we have thoroughly tested everywhere else, and I want to assure you that the arena is safe.
How did this 5-foot square slip through safety precautions before?
How did they thoroughly test it? Did they just randomly go and slaughter people? Be like, we made sure that people were going to die.
No, I bet they like filled the arena with like rats or something and cast a fireball, and wherever the rats died.
Oh, nothing as fancy as all that. They just went around cutting themselves and seeing if they healed, and then
How emo of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they wrote poems about it.
And he's like, we understand. I mean, you have to get just how much this is affecting us in the order. I mean, we haven't had something like this happen before.
No, I understand. Like, I'm not mad at you or anything. I'm not willing to stay here if there's actual risk of that kind of thing.
We get that. That's why we built into your contract that you could leave any time. And we respect that. We would expect that you stay here until this investigation is over.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
However, you were scheduled to fight tonight. And if you're not going to fight, I have a little bit of a task for you.
Oh, I'm listening.
Here it comes.
All right. So that dwarf that came in with that new group.
The guy with the hat? No, wait, no, he was the half orc. Was he the guy who disappeared in the bathroom? Because I don't remember talking to him.
Yeah, he disappeared. Kaka says that he's just been hanging out in the nest, and he's been briefed on how to be the fake clerics and whatnot. But we need him for something else, and since you're not fighting. You see, Lucky, he's a fan favorite, and to have him just gone like that is going to destroy the revenue of this place. You know where I'm going?
Well, yes. Also, a guy just died.
Yeah, we know. We know, but the audience can't know.
I see what you're saying.
So
we're doing Weekend at Bernie's, guys. It's gonna be awesome.
So are you going to dress up this dwarf who hasn't appeared yet as Lucky Llewellyn? Hope he pulls it off?
Yeah, we're thinking we'll do like he went to the future and came back all grizzled. That way he can keep the beard or whatever, but he'll still have to wear the outfit and he'll have to have the accent. But we need to cover this up from the audience if we want this place to remain afloat. And for us, for the order, we need this place to stay afloat. Otherwise, we don't know what will happen to, anyone around us, with our particular ailment.
Will you make it worth my while?
6 fights worth of pay. If you can get him to fight one night.
Fights worth it. Hold on, I gotta do math now. I forget what we paid. Wasn't it 50 gold? So that would be 300 gold then.
Yeah.
All right. 6 fights worth of pay plus provisions for when I leave, so I can make it to the nearest town without being attacked by like owl bears or anything.
We get that.
Smart.
We wish you all the
Owl
best.
bear.
We'll make sure that you have any provisions that you need.
In that case, I'll do my best.
Hi everyone, Brady here. So I just wanted to, once again, as always, thank everybody for your continued support as we go through this crazy endeavor. I mean, it is a lot of work, but it feels really worth it just to get yourself out there and have some fun and maybe entertain some people along the way. 'Cause that's really what this is all about. It's just enjoyment in a time when I think the world needs a little bit more enjoyment, right? Am I right or am I right? Am I right? Right. Let's get you right back to the episode. Thanks.
All right, now let's go ahead and let's get back to the interrogation. And Beth has come in and she's obviously looking very nervous because she just saw the man that she was dating die
very unexpectedly. And so she's definitely out of sorts. Her makeup is smeared under her glasses, and her hair is just a ratted mess.
So, Beth,
Yeah.
you're single now. How about that?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, obviously I have a thing for redheads, but that is so insensitive.
Oh, right. The murder. Yes. Look. Hey, first of all, big apology from me. I was told this arena was, unkillable room, unkillable place. So I was lied to. Do you happen to know who might have wanted Llewellyn dead?
I'm sorry, I can't look at you in the eyes. I mean, just looking at you reminds me of him getting that axe to the back. I mean...
Well, look at this instead, and I flex. Just focus on this bicep. All will be okay and made clear. We have to
once again, it's sensitivity.
We have to rise above our feelings and focus on the task at hand.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I mean, I knew that someone would have to probably talk to me. I mean, with the situation being what it is, but I didn't expect it to be you two of all people.
Magna, you want to jump in here?
I just happened to be there, dear. I was just told to mop up the place, and then they put me out on display.
So now the writer side of me is just getting intrigued here. So are you guys like trying to pull like a good cop, crazy cop sort of vibe? Because that's really what I'm getting, and I think that's very creative.
Mostly, I am the cop who wants to not be blamed for murder. Because it was my axe, but big mistake, and I'm very sorry about that. So, how long had you been together?
It's been about 6 months. Right when we, decided that he was that Lucky was on the rise, and we changed the story around a little bit and. Kind of demoted the Roach so that we can get, Lucky to be the star. But, so it's been about 6 months. The more that I was trying to get to know him and his character, the more that I realized that I loved him. I mean, I honestly didn't really like his character very much, but I put most of that on Hans. But him, I mean, Kirsten was just such a great man.
Yes. Now, important question. Were you the big spoon or the little spoon when you two would spoon?
Well, I mean, he's a foot shorter than me, so... Yeah.
Interesting. Magna, do you have any questions?
Trying to get... There's so many times in my life I've wanted to picture images, and this is one time I'm trying to eliminate the image from my mind.
You see...
Here, whip out that bicep again. Let me stare at that for a minute.
Which one? Because he has a twin over here on this side.
I see.
You see, Beth is just starting to tear up again, and she's like, really? I mean, what else do you guys want to know? I just want to be left in peace.
Did he argue with anyone before or after fights?
Well, I mean, he argued with a lot of people all the time. I mean, his arguments with me were some of our best times together. I mean, this man was a genius with his words. The way that he would craft an insult, like you'd expect that to just go right to the heart, but me, no, it went right to my mind, and then, well, to other parts of me, if you get my drift.
We are definitely venturing into
Show me the muscles, Akula. Show me the muscles.
Flex. I got your back. Is there anyone who disliked him? Not just someone who argued with him, but someone who hated his guts enough to turn off the unkillableness of the whole arena.
Well, I'd say, I mean, he had a very good... Sorry, just a second. He had a
You
good...
have something in your eye?
Yes, it's called a tear, you insensitive prick!
I look real close, I get right in there. Oh, it's like eyelash or something? Oh, right, the murder. Right. Oh, you're still grieving. Oh.
He had a very good rapport with all the lady folk, but not so much with the men folk, if you get what I mean there.
He was a pimp?
No, just the ladies all loved him. I mean, he was a very charming individual, and, well, I mean, that's how he got me to fall for him.
Magna, you are a lady, or were several decades ago. Can you tell me, did he, how do I say, do it for you, this Llewellyn? The late, unlucky Llewellyn?
Please, can we call him by his real name of Kierstead instead of that Lucky Llewellyn trash? I mean, that wasn't who he was. That's who we made him to be.
Out of character, was this guy like a short person? Like a
Yeah, he's a halfling.
I thought so.
Yeah.
He was a what?
Halfling.
Oh, okay.
Short guys never did it for me, dear.
Hmm.
I mean, tall, beautiful elfin men, even some human men, but always looked over the heads of the little ones.
It's not really the halfling's fault, but okay. Well, Beth, the information you've given us is of little help. Ladies love him, men envy him?
I mean, that's... I mean, I don't really get along with most people, so I don't really have... I haven't exactly talked to those other people about my boyfriend. I mean, that just doesn't seem right, but, I mean, that's the general sense that I got from it.
Okay. All right. You go cry into pillow, and we will take care of things and avenge the horrible death of your boyfriend. And I promise only to use that axe in places where I know that the person who will be killed will definitely be killed, but will be bad person to begin with, not good person who should not have been killed, but someone lied to me. I've lost the thread of what I was saying a while back.
You do not have a way with words. Now, I do teach a writing workshop. It's a very intense course. It lasts 3 weeks, and we spend the entire time on a mountaintop so that you can really connect with nature, because, I mean, that's just a powerful source of, of inspiration. But...
Not bad idea. I'm not really much of a writer or speaker. I'm pretty good with an axe, though, as you found out. All right, boyfriend. Look, you go have a good cry. We will find the person responsible. Don't worry, Magna and Nakula are on the case.
Yes, that's our new team name.
Well, you could be more creative with that,
Magna
Once again, ma'am, you also would be perfect for this workshop. I mean, just let me tell you, the first day, the only thing that you eat, the only thing that you feast on, are words.
This
Doesn't
sounds
have
like
deep meaning to you.
I lean into Magna. This sounds like hippie bullcrap. Let's get out of here now.
Well, it actually kind of sounds like what I'm into.
All right, you're a crappy hippie.
and then Maddie pipes up and goes, actually, guys, just a reminder, you can't leave yet.
Fine, bring in next witness.
Hey,
send the window away.
Remind me before this happens. I know I was supposed to have been blocked with my magic. I haven't tried it for a while. There's supposed to be some punishment. Is that still happening?
So, generally, and this is Maddie still talking to you, generally, I mean, we don't allow magic outside of the arena, and the main reason for that is we don't want the people of the town, the people of the village, to know that this is real. So,
Yeah, they don't know that magic exists. So it's kind of a complicated situation, but here in this room, sure. If it will help you with your investigation, you can feel free to cast whatever spell you like as long as you stay in this room.
All right. I just cast Detect Thoughts on her to see if she's telling the truth.
Okay, detect thoughts. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast the spell. As your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. The creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower or doesn't speak any language. The creature is not affected. The creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check, contested by your intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Okay, so yeah. So, I mean, the surface thoughts are sadness. She really is devastated by what she saw, and it did seem unexpected. She did not expect for Kierstead, for Lucky Llewellyn to die.
Okay. Magna's sitting there with like her fingers on her forehead like Professor X. Kind of humming. And then turns to Akula's like, okay, checks out.
Okay. All right, bring in next suspect, but don't tell them they are suspect.
Oh, okay. And then Beth leaves, and Maddie goes, all right, well, who would you like to see next?
Magna, any idea?
All I detected was sadness. Sad sob story from that lady.
Okay, probably not Beth. Who is next most likely person to kill? Maybe another fighter? Maybe the Roach, who used to be the hero?
Yeah, that sounds more like it. I mean, if they replaced him.
All right, well, let me see what we can do. And Maddie leaves the room for a second. You hear muffled voices out in the hall. And then he comes back in and he goes, so, interesting story. The Roach hasn't been seen since this morning.
Aha, you did it!
With your friend, the half-orc. They've been gone since they went to do their training, and, well, we haven't been able to find any sense of where they went. So, the Roach is a little bit out of reach at the moment.
Maybe he is under the refrigerator. Literally out of reach. Okay, that was really bad. Let's move on.
I was trying to think of a good Roach joke for like 5 minutes, and that was
the best one.
That was no worse than anything I came up with.
Let's think. No, who is Norifster? The necromancer?
Oh, Norster. No, he's this tiefling, and you know he does this illusion magic that, oh man, it's the best that I've ever seen. He can put on quite a show. Well, I'll go get him.
All right, Magna. I don't want to be racist or anything like that, but tieflings, they look like Satan, right?
Yes, I believe they're part demonic.
All right. So that is big minus in this guy's favor. Against this guy, more like.
Tieflings look like Demona from Gargoyles, if that helps.
I didn't watch Gargoyles.
Well, then never mind.
I must say you up.
All right, Carl.
Me, I'm here.
Yay!
Woo. Okay. And so
I wake up in a nest.
Yeah, we're going back a few hours to the last time that you woke up in the nest. Kakal was there with you.
Kakal.
And then he flew off to go and find some food or whatever bird creatures decide to do when they go out to fly.
Right. Okay. Well. Oh man, this is getting tiring trying to do this over and over to talk to some thing. Why am I talking to myself? Oh well, let's go down the tree. I go down the tree.
All right. Now, as you
as you start walking towards the building, you see the guards outside suddenly look very shocked. They stick their hand up to their ears and then they run into the building.
Oh. Wonder
And
what that was all about.
you see some sort of small creature just scuttling towards you as quickly as it can.
Okay.
Step on it.
Like, how small of a creature?
Like about the size of your hand.
Okay.
It's a face hugger.
All right. Well, if
Nature
it's
check?
if it's coming, yeah, I guess I could, Can I make a check to see if this looks like anything I've noticed before?
Sure.
All right. So I guess nature. Yeah, 5.
Which is not a good roll.
It looks-
but luckily,
Looks like a scuttling creature.
your familiarity with this particular creature does you well because it is handy.
Oh, it's handy.
Oh.
Oh, okay, yay.
Hold
And
beer on it.
it goes right past you and scuttles up the tree to the nest.
Dude, handy. What the? Okay. I see how it is. Don't even tell me what's going on.
But, I mean, as much as you can tell from my hand, Handy looked frightened.
And I do know Handy really well, so I could tell that. We are drinking buddies after all. All right. Well,
Sign language.
2 guys running off and Handy running away. All right. Well, let's do some investigating.
Okay.
I follow after the guards, at a safe distance, just to not to intrude, but to kind of gather some information, see what's going on.
Okay, are you trying not to be seen?
Sure.
Okay, so do a stealth check.
10. Not that great either.
Nope. In fact, as you get closer, you do see one of the guards go, "Please stay away from the arena. There's been an incident. We're checking it out, but we'll let you know if your clerical services are needed." I'm not sure. Are you guys really clerics? Like, I don't get it. I don't get this whole thing.
Stand aside, peasant. I must heal. And I basically just totally put my hand up in his face and kind of push him aside as I walk by him.
That sounds intimidation check on that.
Sounds
Yeah,
official to
do
me.
an intimidation.
4.
So he just pushes you right back and says, no, please stay away from the arena. It is an active crime scene. We are investigating. We're trying to figure out exactly what happened and how it happened, but we need you to stay away from there, sir."
Don't worry. I'll just go around you guys and find another way in. So see you later. I find another way in.
Okay. All right. Well, you're going to. I mean, the guards are on high alert with everything that's happened. So you're going to need to do another stealth check.
Let's do it. Come on. What's with my rolls? Sheesh. 24.
Okay.
Nice.
You basically blend into the freaking wall.
Yeah, I do. Take that, wall. All right. So,
Never saw it coming.
all right. I make my way to the commotion.
Okay, and as you get closer to the arena, you hear 5 members of the order just kind of whispering in very harsh but quiet tones to each other.
Okay. All right. Well, I get closer so I can listen to them.
Okay, do you want to do a perception check?
I do. Oh my gosh.
That's a botch.
That's a botch.
Ugh.
I magically go deaf.
Yeah, you suddenly get this ringing in your ears, and you're not sure exactly where it's coming from.
Honestly, who's thinking of me right now?
Probably.
And then you see, first of
I'll
all,
just keep an eye on them then,
Yeah.
since I can't hear them,
Yeah.
obviously.
the biggest one gets up and leaves to go somewhere. passes right by you and doesn't notice you because your stealth check was awesome.
Yeah, it was. Too bad I can't hear things.
And then the rest of them speak to each other in hushed tones for another minute, and then the 4 of them go separate ways to accomplish different tasks.
Okay, I wanna follow the big guy.
Okay.
He seems like he knows what's going on.
So the big guy is, well, first he goes to the bathroom, which is a little bit awkward.
That's okay. I don't mind.
But I mean, come on. I mean, people go to the bathroom, and that's something that you never hear in storytelling because it's awkward, but it happens. So come on.
Didn't Carl get lost in the bathroom a couple sessions ago?
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I'll just I'll stay in the shadows, wait for him to come out for wait a couple minutes. If he doesn't come out in like 5 minutes, I'm going in after him.
He comes out, but you did not hear him wash his hands, so ew.
Gross. Gross, man.
Prestidigitation.
All right, I continue to follow him.
Then he walks steadily to the dorms, where he knocks on the door. You hear him say as he walks in, "You're not planning on going anywhere, are you?" And then the rest of what's going on inside the dorms is a little bit muffled.
All right. Well, obviously nothing's going on over here. All right, I go back to the arena, see if I can find any more order people and follow them around because they're the people in charge.
Okay, can I have you do another stealth check?
Yes.
I think that you wrote out that last one as far as you could get it.
12.
Okay. Luckily, the arena has pretty much cleared out. Oh, and it looks like Rusty Jed did a perception check that he botched, so he had no idea that
I was there.
That you were out there.
That's right.
Just checking. Sorry, I should have said something.
Okay. So with a stealth check of 12, you're not exactly very stealthy, but most of the arena has cleared out, and you just see this group of these soldiers, the security, walking around, taking a few steps, cutting their arms, watching it heal, and then walking a few steps, cutting their arm, watching it heal, and
now that's just weird.
No, they're trying to figure out where's the unkillable zone, the healing zone.
I know that, but I'm just saying, Carl thinks it's weird.
Oh,
That's kind of
weird.
gross. Masochistic.
Right? All right.
They're just a bunch of emos.
All right. Do I see any of any of the fighters or any of my comrades?
Nope. Everyone is pretty much cleared out of the arena except for those soldiers just cutting themselves for reasons unbeknownst to you, until one of them cuts himself and then goes, "Ow! Ow! Okay, over here. And then all of them rush towards this tiny little square, and they start cutting themselves furiously, walking out for a few seconds of this little corner, and marking the ground.
Interesting. All right. So don't go over there. Note taken. All right. So I leave the arena, but I make sure to leave in the exit where the two guys didn't let me in, and just like saunter out
told you.
What's up, guys? I told you I'd get in.
Come on, dude! Just...
And as I pass him, I pick his pocket. 10!
Okay, with 10, you're able to get 1 piece of gold.
Ooh.
Good job.
Yeah, these guys are poor.
Better than nothing.
All right, I
Come on, dude.
here's some.
My wife is going to be furious. I'm going to get fired. Just don't tell anyone that
Here, man.
you somehow got past me.
That's okay. Here's some money for your trouble, and I give him his gold piece back.
Thank you. Why? I only got paid 2 gold this week, and now my kids are going to eat tonight. Sir, you have done me such a... Oh, Thank you, thank you. My wife is going to be so pleased. You are so gracious, sir. Thank you. You know what? Go ahead and go right back in if you want. I don't even care at this point. You are amazing. You are wonderful. You are kind. You are generous. You are gentle.
Why, thank you, good sir. Have a good one. And I walk away.
You're also cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
That's right.
I don't think any of those are true.
And as you're walking away, you hear him go, "Hey, wait a second."
I just walk away with a smile on my face. All right. I just saunter the hallways. I go back to where obviously something's going down, and I want to figure out more about it. So I try to go to where we first met the Order, sneak around there, see if I can find some more information out from those people.
Okay, so to that kind of cavernous room.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and do a perception check or an investigation check, probably
Okay.
in this case.
All right. 5!
Oh my goodness, what is with your rolls?
I don't know, man.
Seriously!
They're awful tonight.
Your dice are broke, man.
I guess so. Jeez.
So all that you can do is
I do not remember where this room is.
You look at the ceiling and you have this internal debate wondering, are those stalagmites or stalactites? Which that's going, that's a callback to an earlier episode.
That's right.
Ooh.
Okay, well, I guess no one's here, so all right, well, I'm going to head back to the ominous stairs and try to go down the stairs again.
Okay, as you are leaving the room, as you're about to leave the room, you have one of the members of the Order walking in with the biggest member of the Order. So there's two members of the Order, and Jessica Sledstone. And they're talking to Jessica furiously. And
Do I have enough time to, sneak to the side without them knowing and hide behind a stalagmite?
do a stealth check.
Oh my gosh. 11.
11. And so they immediately notice you and go, What are you doing here?
Oh, hey, guys, I was just looking for you. A lot of crazy things going on, and I was like, what? And then I went over here, and I was like, huh? And I was just wondering if, you guys knew what's going on.
Deception?
That's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to know what they were going on. It's not really a deception.
That's not why you were in there, though. Well, I guess it kind of was. I don't know.
Do a persuasion check.
There we go.
All right, persuasion. 19.
Hey,
There we go.
Okay, very nice. You got a decent roll in there.
Yay!
Good
Woo!
job. Woo!
That's 2 out of, 9 that
I
you've done
know.
so
Wow,
far?
it's been bad.
I mean, this is the one that counted, so we can give it
right,
credit.
right, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, this is a very trying time. I don't know if you heard, but Lucky Llewellyn died in the arena. They were just practicing, and that big redheaded guy that you came here with, threw an axe at him. I wasn't really paying attention at the time. I was reading something, but yeah, it was a horrible experience. As a pacifist, we were all so offended by what happened.
Wait. What's the big deal?
Well, you shouldn't be able to die here. Don't you remember when you stabbed your friend?
Yeah,
to try to make a point?
Everyone always did die, but they just came back. So what's the big deal?
He hasn't come back. He's not coming back. Something is going on with the arena, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it. But
Oh, that's probably why those guards were cutting themselves, and then they found a spot where it didn't heal. Interesting.
well, that's good to know that it is confined to one area. Thank you for confirming that to me.
That's what I'm here for.
We do have an offer for you. If you could go find Rusty Jed. I think that he has a proposal for you that
He's
you'll
not my
enjoy.
type.
It's good enough, but you can't refuse. You know what I mean?
So, Sure. And this is the big guy I'm talking to, right?
It's actually one of the smaller ones. It isn't the woman that you normally talk to,
Right.
And it isn't the big guy. But the big guy is actually there in the room too, but he hasn't said anything.
Okay. All right. Well, sure. All right. And then I walk past him. I'm like, see you later.
All right.
And as I pass Jessica, I whisper in her ear, "The sleds go down the hill." And I keep walking.
That was creepy.
What was that supposed to mean? Oh, some people are so weird. All right, let me check my notes. Oh, I think I'm so close to solving this mystery, and I hope that you are as well. We'll see what happens next time on 1D10 The Show!